Well, hello everyone, and welcome to this week's Midweek Moment. When I was in high school, I was a very competitive swimmer. So by the time I got into my 20s, I decided that I wanted to be a triathlete. Because I had heard that with swimming being one of the most technical of the three disciplines, that if you could swim, you could excel as a triathlete. So I trained by the book for my very first triathlon, which was the Chicago Triathlon. But there was one really important thing that I did not train for, and that was swimming through the swells and the choppy water in Lake Michigan. I didn't learn how to adapt as a swimmer. You could be the best of the best swimmers, but if you don't know how to swim through waves and massive swells, you won't thrive. There's different techniques that you need to do in order to thrive through these waters. So when I was swimming, I made it through, but barely. And I watched others get out of the water. I watched others cry for help and climb into lifeboats because the waves were just so intense. And the church in North America is observing some changes. Turbulent waters, some swells, if you will. Some are able to put their finger on it and articulate exactly what is going on. And some look around and are saying things are changing. I just can't quite explain it. It feels turbulent to some. It feels rocky to some. It feels challenging. The context is changing. So this coming Sunday, we will have a very special guest with us, scholar Dr. Ron Benefield, who teaches at Point Loma Nazarene University. And in both our 8 a.m. and 10:30 a.m. English-speaking worship services, he's going to have a conversation with us on this rapidly changing world, these choppy waters that we are in, and what it means for the church to adjust and adapt and learn how to swim through this rockiness with a call to faithfulness. If you attend PASNAZ on a regular basis, you can come and listen to Ron Benefield at both our 8 a.m. and 10:30 a.m. English speaking services. Or if you are what we call a pod-ritioner, you can listen later on our podcast, or you can join us on our live stream at 10:30 a.m. Pacific time. And following our worship gathering, we will gather together in Gilmore Hall with a panel discussion on this rapidly changing world. We look forward to seeing you on Sunday. That's all for this week's Midweek Moment.